Hey Henry, Coach Kilcrease here. First off, just want to thank you for coming out to camp. Had a real good time working with you. Hope you was able to learn some things from us. This is going to be your video analysis. So the first thing I like to make sure we have a good foundation. Okay, make sure we have a good base, good bend in our knees. Make sure our feet are lined up to the target. Okay, make sure our hands are in a good position. Okay, I don't think we're completely where your hands are supposed to be. Maybe we are. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see how the hands end up being in that position there. Um, the next thing I want to do is whenever we load, okay, we want to make sure we keep our head in the center of our body. Okay, we don't want it to be floating left and right, backwards and forwards. Okay, well we just want to make sure our head's still as we move the rest of our body. Okay, so what I want to see when we load is I want to see our foot just pick it up and put it down, or you don't have to pick it up and put it down. You don't have to pick it up at all. Okay, if you just like come up on your toe and come back down on your heel, okay, it's still a load. Either way works. And when we move our hands, okay, I just want to make sure that they're moving back in this direction, and that barrel never gets behind our head. Okay, and to make sure that once we get loaded, that our barrel stays up. Okay, we don't want our hands to drop down as we load. We want to just move them back in a straight line, and that'll allow our hands to be in a good position to hit. Okay. The other thing here when we load, okay, I want to make sure that we establish all of our weight. We rotate it back to our back leg, and that it stays there. Okay, so I don't, as we load, we don't want to get it there, and then as the front foot lands, move it back forward. Okay, because that's defeating the purpose of the load. You could have just stayed still the whole time and just threw your hands at the ball, because it's basically going to be the same difference. Okay, so I'm going to play your load through here and see how it works. Okay, so right now you've done a good job getting loaded up. Okay, that little bit of head movement right there is fine. Right now the barrel's kind of behind your head a little bit, but I think it's about to move. Now as that foot's getting ready to land, okay, see, now we've transferred our weight forward. Okay, and we need our weight to be on our back leg as we get loaded, and then start our swing with our back hip right here. All right, so now we're going to get you in your firing position. Okay, so what we're going to do right here is take out the path you take to the ball. Okay, so what we want to be is we want to be short to the ball, and we want to get long through it. What I mean by that is we want to keep our hands above the ball, and we want to take our hands in a straight line towards that ball. And the barrel is going to follow your hands. Okay, and then once we make contact, we want to push through the ball and stay through that ball longer. Okay. So once we get to contact, let's see what path you take. Okay, you do a good job with your path to the ball. Okay, and you do a good job right here. Okay, so we've got some really good things going on right here at contact. Okay, we got our right palm up, left palm down. It means our bat's flat through the zone. Head down on the ball. Good job with that. We got a stiff front side, so we're doing a good job here at hitting off of that stiff front side. We always want to do that. And then we've got a really defined L back here on our back leg. Okay, did a good job rotating up on the back foot. This L right here on your back leg, okay, that's where all of our power comes from. So you hear somebody might say fire the backside. Okay, that's what they're talking about. That's where all your power comes from. Okay, we're driving through that knee right there, that back foot through the ground. Okay, and we're allowing ourselves to hit that ball with a lot of power. All right. Now the most important thing is once we make contact like that, okay, we have to make sure we push through that, stay in that as long as possible. Okay, so we push through the zone there, and you do a really good job right there with your hands, and you stay down in that L until you finish that swing. Okay, so you do a really good job with that. The only thing is when we load, okay, we don't want to rock back and then go forward, because like I said, it's kind of defeating the purpose of a load. So once we get loaded, okay, now we're just firing through that back hip right there. Okay, that's going to start our swing. That back hip starts and our hands follow. Okay, Henry is Coach Kilcrease again. Thanks so much for coming out to camp. This is video analysis. I hope you're able to take it and apply it to your swing. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks.